Okay, let's be honest. Have you ever had a big deadline looming, felt that pit in your stomach, and then somehow spent the next 3 hours deep cleaning your keyboard? We've all been there. And we all call it the same thing: laziness. But what if I told you it's not a character flaw at all? What if the real reason you procrastinate is actually way more interesting? Yep, you heard that right. The core problem here isn't about your lack of discipline. It's an emotional thing. Your brain is literally just trying to protect you from feeling bad. But its strategy, well, it's backfiring big time. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's just a really clumsy coping mechanism for a bad mood. So, how does this even work? I mean, how does something as simple as write that report trigger this massive urge to run for the hills? Well, it all comes down to a weird little glitch in how your brain spots a threat. Logically, when you look at your to-do list, you see a task for what it is, right? It's just a bunch of actions you need to take. Maybe it's boring, maybe it's a little tough, but your rational mind knows it just needs to get done. Simple. But see, there's another part of your brain, the part that runs on emotions, and it sees something totally different. If that task makes you feel bored or insecure or frustrated, your brain doesn't see a chore. It sees a tiger in the room, a genuine, real threat to your happiness right now. And this actually has a name. Psychologists call it the threat response. You gotta remember, your brain's number one job, its whole reason for being, is to keep you safe and happy in this very moment. So when it sees a task that promises to make you feel bad, it smashes the panic button. Okay, so your brain's internal alarm is blaring. What happens next is this super predictable, kind of sad cycle that I call the procrastination trap. And this, my friends, is where we accidentally pour gasoline on the fire. I mean, think about it. If you saw a real tiger, or in our case, this task tiger, would you calmly sit down and think about your options? Of course not. Your most ancient, primitive survival wiring just takes over. We run. We look for safety. Now, in our modern world, that doesn't mean scrambling up a tree. It means opening YouTube, picking up your phone, or suddenly deciding that this is the perfect moment to alphabetize your bookshelf. And here's the really clever part. We don't just pick any old distraction. No, we pick something that offers what's called immediate mood repair. Scrolling social media, watching a funny video, it gives us that quick little hit of dopamine. That little mood boost makes us feel better right now. It's our brain's favorite little trick. Let's just walk through this vicious cycle. 1. The task triggers the fear. 2. You run away to your favorite distraction. 3. You feel better. You get that sweet temporary relief. But, and this is the kicker, while you were feeling better, the clock kept ticking. The deadline got closer. And that task you were avoiding, it now looks even bigger and scarier. The fear monster just got a free lunch. So we get stuck in this loop where running from the fear just makes it stronger. And yeah, it can feel totally hopeless, but it's not. I promise, there is a way out. And it has nothing to do with fighting that monster head on. The secret is to make it smaller. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We know we can't just use willpower to charge at it. We've already learned that the monster literally feeds on stress and bad feelings, so fighting it just makes it stronger. What's the alternative? The solution is actually pretty genius and totally counterintuitive. Instead of trying to pump yourself up to face this giant, terrifying thing, you just make the thing so small that it's not scary anymore. You take away the monster's power by shrinking it down to a manageable size. And the tool for the job is the micro goal. Now, this isn't just your standard break a task down advice. No, this is about breaking it into pieces that are so ridiculously tiny, so laughably easy, that your brain's alarm system doesn't even notice. It doesn't even bother to go off. All right, enough theory. Let's make this real. How do you actually do this? How do you take that first tiny little bite out of the monster without waking it up? It's a simple little 4-step dance. First, you look at the big scary thing. Let's say write a 10-page paper. Second, you break it into tiny, non-scary pieces. I'm not talking write the first paragraph. I'm talking open a new document and type my name, or find one picture for the presentation. Third, and this is key, you only commit to doing one of those tiny things. That's it. And fourth, you just do it. So why does this simple trick work so incredibly well? Well, because a goal like open a document is just too small to register as a threat. It basically sneaks right past your brain's fear radar.
And once you do it, you get this tiny little rush of accomplishment. That's momentum. Suddenly, the next tiny step, like write one sentence, doesn't feel so impossible. Each little win gives you a genuine mood boost, and it proves that the monster was never a real tiger. It was just a shadow all along.
So remember, procrastination is not a battle of willpower. It's a strategy game you're playing with your own brain, and you win not by fighting harder, but by being smarter. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the one laughably small step you can take right now? What tiny piece of your monster are you going to shrink today?